guess I should scoot over a little bit. All right, hello everybody. Welcome to our presentation for the College of Agricultural Sciences and College of Forestry. My name is Warren. I work for Oregon State University.
There is a weird sound coming.
Okay, I think that's better. We'll be talking about.
You turn your speakers off, you probably won't get the feedback.
Oh, you're right. Okay. There's no audio anyway. Okay, we'll be talking about Oregon State University's Forestry and Agricultural Sciences programs. I'm here with Brett Jeter, who is with the College of Forestry, College of Agricultural Sciences, and Brittany Gultry with the College of Forestry. So we're going to start with Agricultural Sciences. So here is Brett to talk to you guys about that.
So welcome everybody, and thank you for joining us today from South America and South and Central America as we go through everything. My name is Brett Jeter. I'm the head advisor and director of outreach for Oregon State's College of Agricultural Sciences. And we just really want to go through a quick overview as far as what the College of Agricultural Sciences has to offer. And then Brittany will also do a very similar thing with the College of Forestry, and then allow for any time or any questions that anybody may have as we go through that as well. It's like, I can't reach that far. There we go. So first I'd like to start off with some of the strengths of Oregon State and the College of Agricultural Sciences as well. So Oregon State University was founded as an agricultural college in our original creation, starting out as Oregon Agricultural College, eventually becoming Oregon State College, and now Oregon State University. We are known to be the premier research institution in Oregon with some of the world-class teaching and cutting-edge research as we go through that one. The College of Agricultural Sciences has about 2,400 undergraduate students and about 350 graduate students. We do have a nice mix of professional and faculty advising. We really do value the idea of you connecting with an advisor and a faculty member to help you throughout your entire undergraduate or graduate degree program so that you get the support and mentoring that's needed for you to be successful within our industry and our fields of study as we go through all of that. Within the College of Ag Sciences and Oregon State University, we do have some of the smaller class sizes. There is obviously the large general classes within the biologies and chemistries and maths as we go through all of those. But when you get into the specifics of a major, especially within the College of Agricultural Sciences, you're really looking at about a 30-person to 1 ratio. All of our classes are taught by faculty, either instructors or PhDs, so we're not taught by graduate students within the College of Agricultural Sciences, which is a little bit unique for a lot of agricultural-based programs as we go through all of that. In labs or recitations or the hands-on learning opportunities that are extended to students, those are substituted with graduate students, but once again all led by a faculty member within our college and an expert in the industry or the field that you're wanting to go into within that. We do have a lot of research opportunities for students, opportunities for you to study abroad here within the US or even to another country with some of our other partner schools that we have throughout your degree program. And a lot of internship opportunities as well. One thing that we find within the College of Agricultural Sciences and Oregon State University as a whole is that getting that hands-on experience really adds value to your development within the learning of that subject matter, and also for you to get some good industry connections as you're looking for employment after you graduate with a degree either from Oregon State University or another institution as you go through all of that. So why we do all of this is really because there is a lot of job opportunities within the agricultural and natural resource fields. According to the USDA, we found that there's about 52,000 job opportunities within the next few years in the agricultural and natural resource fields. And on the other side of that, we only have about 49,000 graduates within the next 5 years within those different areas throughout the US within our agricultural areas. some of the different opportunities that we have with that, because when we think agriculture, it's not just the production side of it or the cows and plows aspect of it. There's a lot of marketing, a lot of business, a lot of food safety and security, a lot about our landscape and our design, how we all fit together within an earth systems, how we are going to be sustainable within the next few years as well, as we have limited natural resources coming out, how we're going to do that. So a lot of opportunities in the food safety and biosecurity, precision agriculture, landscape horticultures, traditional crop production, as well as specialty crop production as we do that. And then also a lot on the animal side, making sure animals have a good living environment, and also can provide that food source for a lot of people who are using animals for food as well. Within the College of Agricultural Sciences, we do have 12 undergraduate majors, ranging from, like I said, the very traditional agricultural sciences areas and production agriculture to some that people don't typically think of as a part of our college, which include the food science and technology, which also has the fermentation sciences and food science, sustainability, which is a double degree with any degree at Oregon State University that's housed within our college, the bioresource research, which is a great profession for people who want the hardcore sciences to go into a health profession or graduate studies or true research as well. That is a research major and is the only research major of its kind in the country. So it is pretty unique in the amount of hours that a student has within research. And that mentored faculty aspect of it here. And students actually get to interview all of the faculty at OSU, or as many as they want, to figure out who their partner is going to be in developing that project and that program. We also have programs like agricultural business management or environmental economics, who are people who are wanting to do trade or marketing or economics throughout the world as we go through those. One of the other big things within the College of Agricultural Sciences and Oregon State is we really do want students to get involved. There's a lot of different reasons that involvement is helpful. One is that we know if students are only focused on the academics, they may not enjoy their time within the university and get kind of an academic burnout as we go through all of those different areas. And also because it can create a good professional network for students as they are looking at careers after their degree program. So we do encourage students to get involved. That can be done through clubs and organizations, that can be through leadership positions within different colleges or within the university, that can be through internships or undergraduate research, or other what we call experiential learning opportunities, which can be community service, volunteering, and some of those different ones. OSU does have over 400 different clubs on campus. Within our college, we have 35 that are directly related to the industries of agriculture and agricultural sciences. So it is a really good way to connect with that professional network as we go through those.
All right. Hi everyone, my name is Brittany Goldtree and I'm the manager for undergraduate recruitment programs and a prospective student advisor for the OSU College of Forestry. So I just want to talk a little bit about what forestry is and the different opportunities that are available here at OSU within forestry, natural resources, and renewable materials. So I'm going to start off by talking a little bit about what forestry is. Forestry is a science. It is part of the STEM fields, which involves science, technology, engineering, and math. And it's really the science of developing, caring for, and managing an entire forest ecosystem and all of the natural resources within that forest ecosystem. So that includes the trees, the water, the soil, the wildlife, insects, and all of the other natural resources within that ecosystem. And one of the easiest ways to kind of understand all of the different components that go into forestry are to look at our 7 undergraduate majors that we offer here in the College of Forestry. They kind of touch on each of the different aspects and different areas that you can go into within forestry. So we have these 7 here, and I'm going to go into a little bit more detail on each of them here in a minute. We'll start with the forestry degree. Our Bachelor of Science in Professional Forestry prepares graduates to actively plan and observe and manage for the health of an entire forest ecosystem. So it really is looking at how people can manage forests in a sustainable way for multiple use natural resources. So multiple use natural resources are used for things like recreation, conservation, and timber harvesting primarily. Our forestry degree is accredited by the Society of American Foresters, which is the largest professional network of foresters here in the nation. And it's really important with forestry to understand that there are different areas you can go into. So we currently have two options for students. One is management and one is operations. I'll go into a little bit more detail on what you can do with each of those options. Our forestry management option is really focusing on the biological science side of forestry and really looking at how we can best manage an entire forest ecosystem and keep that balance between recreation and conservation, as well as timber harvesting. So you're really going to get a really good broad education in all of the natural resources, a lot of science classes, taking soil science, taking forest biology, looking at silviculture and reforestation. You will look at timber harvesting, but it's going to primarily be focused on management of multiple use natural resources, more specific to conservation and recreation purposes. So our graduates have lots of career opportunities within forestry management. You can become a professional forester, forest manager, go into fire ecology or wildland firefighting. You can go into the hydrology or watershed side, soil science, wildlife habitat management, anything that has to do with that, as well as forest roads and trail management. And the second option within the forestry degree is our operations option. Go back there. Okay, and the operations option, you will have a really broad education and understanding of all of the natural resources within a forest ecosystem and how we can manage these natural resources for multiple uses, but it's going to have a pretty significant focus in the business side of forestry and the timber harvesting side. So really looking at how we can sustainably provide timber for the nation and for the world, and keeping in mind evolving markets and policy and different things like that. So this one is going to have a really strong business focus, looking at the entire operation of a timber harvest from start to finish. So possible career opportunities with this option include becoming a professional forester or a forest operations manager, going into contract administration, silviculture. You could become a harvesting supervisor, or go more into the business side with business management, and even owning or working with a family business or your own private business. So the next degree I want to talk about is forest engineering. And forest engineering is, our forest engineering program is accredited by ABET and the Society of American Foresters. So you are able to sit for the fundamentals of engineering exam when you graduate and become a licensed professional engineer. Our forest engineering program is only one of about 3 in the nation that is being offered right now. So a really unique program where students really do a wide range of engineering tasks, but it's focused in a forest ecosystem. So a lot of our students really enjoy this because you're able to do these engineering tasks that they enjoy, but at the same time they're in the environment that they enjoy. They're able to work out in a forest ecosystem doing these hands-on activities. So some of the tasks that are associated with forest engineering include developing logging plans, developing and adapting logging plans, harvest unit design, forest road location and design, contract inspection, designing roads and bridges and culverts within a forest ecosystem, and forest transportation system design. So the career opportunities with a forest engineering degree include becoming a licensed forest engineer, a professional land surveyor. You can go into silviculture and hydrology, as well as becoming a harvest supervisor or a GIS data analyst. So up to this point, I've been talking about degrees that are are designed to take 4 years to complete, and that is the case with most degrees that are designed to take 4 years to complete. This next degree I'm going to talk about, the Forest and Civil Engineering dual degree program, is designed to take 5 years to complete, but you do receive 2 bachelor's degrees, one in forest engineering and one in civil engineering. So you are a student of both the College of Forestry and the College of Engineering here at OSU. And this is a really unique program because it really expands the career opportunities for our students. It expands who you can work for, where you can work, and what you can be doing. So in addition to everything that I just mentioned with forest engineering, students are also able to partake in tasks associated more with civil engineering, which include designing buildings that can survive major earthquakes, designing and building dams to produce a source of hydroelectric power, functional and aesthetic bridges and other types of structures within an urban area, and also designing water treatment facilities to help reduce pollution and provide clean drinking water. Those are all tasks that would be more associated with the civil engineering side. And so what is really unique about this degree is it does allow graduates to be able to work in a forest ecosystem, but also in an urban area, which is really nice to have that flexibility of working in different locations and being able to do all these different types of tasks. So possible careers include a licensed forest engineer, licensed civil engineer, a city engineer or urban planning engineer, a professional land surveyor, and then some of the other career opportunities that I mentioned with forest engineering. The next degree I'd like to talk about is natural resources. Natural resources is a broad and interdisciplinary program, which means that you would be taking classes not only from the College of Forestry, but also the Colleges of Agricultural Science, the College of Science, and the College of Liberal Arts, which really gives you a unique perspective on these different natural resources. You're learning about the soil, the water, the wildlife, the trees, all of these different natural resources, but you're looking at them from different perspectives and really understanding what we can do with them and how we can keep them sustainable for a long time. So students are able to take all of these broad classes, but then we also offer them to choose an option to focus their studies and make them more marketable in a specific area. So we have 18 pre-approved options right now for natural resources, which really allows our students to go into all different areas within natural resources. Anything from fish and wildlife conservation, urban forest planning, fire ecology, natural resource education, recreation and tourism, a lot of different opportunities there. So the career opportunities are really endless with natural resources, anything from an environmental or science educator, a forest ecologist, you can go into GIS work or become a naturalist, you can go more into the hydrology and watershed side or the recreation and tourism side. But the really important thing to note with natural resources is it's interdisciplinary, so you're taking classes from these different colleges here on campus, getting different perspectives on the natural resources. It's also a really flexible degree program, which has a lot of benefits because it's not as structured as some of our other degrees, so you're able to really tailor this degree to you and your interests and your career goals. Recreation Resource Management is the next degree I would like to talk about, and this one is really combining the social science aspect of forestry with the science aspect. So you will be taking science classes and understanding the different recreational resources that we have, but you're also learning a lot about social science and the human dimensions within our natural resources and how humans interact with their environment and vice versa, and how we're impacting the environment and how we can make any negative impacts less significant. So this degree really prepares students for the planning, management, and overall sustainability of our unique recreation resources. This degree is unique in that we are not just focusing on a forest ecosystem and recreational resources within forests, but also all ecosystems. So tundra, coastal areas, desert, all of these different ecosystems, and looking at how people recreate in them. So the real goal is to help to provide quality recreation opportunities for visitors in all types of ecosystems. So some examples would be in museums, national and state parks, and other public use facilities. Some really popular career opportunities that come out of recreation resource management are a park ranger, a fish and game warden, a recreation guide or interpreter. You can also go into wildland law enforcement, anything that really combines working with people and the natural resources. The last degree that I'd like to talk about today is Tourism and Outdoor Leadership. It's important to note that this degree is only offered at our Bend campus, so that's in Bend, Oregon. But that's a really ideal place for students to be learning about tourism and outdoor leadership because they have an incredible year-round tourism industry. They have skiing and all types of really awesome winter activities in the winter seasons, but then also they have all kinds of really fun things to do in the summer: whitewater rafting, biking, hiking, backpacking, rock climbing. And so that's a really wonderful place for our students to be learning about ecotourism, tourism policy analysis, learning about international tourism, and also adventure tourism education. So the real goal with tourism and outdoor leadership is to provide students with the skills to develop and manage tourism and outdoor program enterprises. And so it gives students really a strong foundation in understanding the natural resources and what we're going to be recreating in, but at the same time learning how to manage and really the business side of these tourism enterprises or outdoor leadership type of skills. So possible career opportunities include an outdoor guide or trip leader, an environmental interpreter. You could go into outdoor recreation programming or tourism policy analysis. You can also go into owning your own company within tourism and outdoor leadership, or contracting your services out to other outfitting guides. You can also go into international ecotourism. And renewable materials is our degree that really focuses on how to help the world to become more sustainable by replacing non-renewable, primarily oil-based materials with renewable, primarily plant-based materials. So really looking at what we're doing with these different wood products once we take them out of the forest. Our students do have a strong understanding of where these products are coming from, but they're really looking at how we can make use of these products more sustainable and how we can, when we do use these products, use them to their absolute fullest and not waste anything. And so we have two options within renewable materials. One is science and engineering, which is really getting into experimenting with these different wood products and seeing what we can do with them and how we can use them. So building a structure out of a certain product and seeing if it could survive a major earthquake, or testing it in a climate room to see what it would do in different parts of the world. We also have a marketing and management option, which is much more focused on the business side of renewable materials and marketing. It's very common to pair that degree with interior design or architecture or business and marketing, and really explore kind of how to market these sustainable and renewable materials. And there's the info on that. Okay. So I want to talk a little bit about our college specifically. The College of Forestry is at OSU, which is a pretty big university, about 26,000 students here at OSU, which has incredible benefits, amazing facilities, amazing events and resources, a really wonderful place for students to be studying, but at the same time it's also important to have a really strong foundation in what you want to go into. And so the College of Forestry itself is a pretty small college. We have about 900 students total, and that's on all of our campuses. But here at Corvallis campus, we have about 500 students. So we are a pretty small college, which I think has a lot of really great benefits. We have large scholarships that we're able to award to our students. Last year, we were able to award about $500,000 to around 89 students, and we're looking to make those numbers even higher for this upcoming year. We have small class sizes, about 25 to 50 students for our forestry, natural resource, and renewable materials specific classes. So that's really unique because students are able to interact more one-on-one with their professor. Our professors are, the classes are taught by the professors, and we have world-class faculty and staff here. So it's really an awesome experience to be able to be taught by these really incredible people who are doing groundbreaking research right now and are really the top of their field. We do have graduate assistants and TAs, but that's more of a support type of role where you will have an actual faculty member teaching your classes. We have a first name basis within the college. It's a very friendly atmosphere, lots of one-on-one attention with your professors, as I mentioned, but also we have specialized academic advising. So a very one-on-one approach with your academic advisor to help you create your graduation plan and really help guide you step by step through your college experience. So let's see. These are just a few of the highlights of the College of Forestry. We're one of the top programs in the nation. The College of Forestry and the College of Agricultural Sciences together are ranked number 7 in the world right now, which is very exciting, and we have a really strong partnership, those two colleges. We allow our students to learn and work outdoors, so we have buildings here on campus for the classes, but we also have about 11,000 acres of college forests just 15 minutes away from campus, where our students are able to really do the hands-on work and get those types of experiences in order to supplement what they're learning in the classroom. We do have a 6-month internship requirement for most of our degree programs, which I think really helps with our high job placement rating after graduation. Really enables students to get their feet wet and really get these hands-on experiences so that they are more marketable once they graduate. We have lots of scholarships, as I mentioned, for our students to help support them in gaining an education. We have lots of really fun student clubs, everything from more of the professional side and more of the honors college type of things, but we also have more fun forestry club type things, student logging training program, logging sports team, and a little bit more informal social type of clubs. We have undergraduate research opportunities available to our students, study abroad opportunities, and we're in a really great location here in Corvallis, Oregon. You're about an hour from the ocean, a couple hours away from the mountains where you can go skiing and snowboarding. We're really close to the cities of Portland and Eugene, and also to Bend. So really unique location here in Corvallis. And now I think I'm going to pass it off to Warren, who's going to talk a little bit about the Into OSU Pathway program.
Just trade seats with me.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so this will be a pretty short part of the presentation, but I wanted to let everybody know that we do have special programs called Pathway programs at OSU that provide a lot of additional support for students coming to the university. It's a combination of academic and intensive English courses that prepare students very well for university study, and it's a great transition to the U.S. academic system, the U.S. university system. We do have pathways that lead to both to both forestry and agricultural sciences programs. So those highly ranked programs are available to international students in a nice supportive environment. They do have lower entry requirements than applying directly to the university. So students have a lot of options when they're coming to study here. So if you have any questions, we'll leave this slide up on the screen for a little while. And I think we'll probably finish up. Yeah? Okay. Well, thanks for joining. If you have questions, let us know. We'll be happy to help. And see you soon at OSU.